Our topic is divided on two parts, on two chapters. The first one we are going to go through is the challenge. This is concerning mostly the brands, how to build an unbeatable sales team in the luxury diamond and jewelry section. And afterwards, we are going to go through 15 tips of how to become a successful salesperson in this fine retail jewelry. Okay, let's first start with the important temperament of HNIs, high net worth individuals. These are your potential customers. Let's make it short and put it in bullets. They are proud of their achievements. They value of each and every product. They are very cautious of what they choosing. They are cautious of social circles. They're extreme logical thinkers, and they do research work before they purchase anything. They are extreme reputation cautious, value forward, and they like to do business and dealing only with trustworthy people. At the same time, what makes a salesperson strong fit for this job? Skills needed for this to become successful. So, capacity and confidence to deal with high-end jewelry. Extreme care of delicate articles and handling. Highest hospitality. Stamina to hold up for nearly 8 hours at a stretch. Multitasking and capacity to prove skills every moment to gain trust of your employer on an everyday basis. Qualifications of a gemologist from a reputed institute. Attitude of reliability and criticism. Right knowledge, skills, and basic information of precious metals, such as what for is standing a 750 or 18K stamp, what's platinum, what's gold, and all this kind of difference, etc. Also, you need to know and have great knowledge of precious gems ruling the market and its retail price. Knowledge of your competitors. Diamonds and its simulants. Knowledge of the certificates and the acumen to use it in sales at the right time though. Developing relations with clients for further upselling. Innate quality to appreciate art, high-end fashion jewelry products, and community of followers to become your loyal customers in the future. It is known that a fine jewel piece can be compared to an excellent whiskey blend. Both take years to mature and to give back results. Jewelry pays back for your loyalty in this, and never forget it. Now that we are aware of whom we are addressed to sell, to make our sales, we have to find out what are 15 tips out there to become a successful salesperson in fine jewelry retail. Of course, these are not the only ones, there are much more, but for our time today, let's start with these 15 ones. So tip number 1, educate yourself. Attend gemology courses to be trained and have knowledge of the different properties of a precious gem. Keep upgrading yourself with current market trends and qualifications. Learn designing courses. Keen detailing on settings and goldsmith courses. Get at the competition analysis. And the results of all the above will build what is called confidence. The 10-second rule. Statistically expensive jewelry is offered as a gift of love and passion for an anniversary, of an everlasting relationship and exclusively only to our beloved people. Unique moments in the lifetime of a human being. So show appreciation and be enthusiastic because he's chosen you for this exceptional moment. Welcome him gratefully. Show him how really happy you are and what an honor that he chose to visit your shop for this special occasion in his life. This is what we call the 10-second rule to bound the sale. 95% of your success to close the sale is relying on the way you will treat your customer this 10 seconds. Number 3, do not jump to conclusions about the people's wallet. Don't be judgmental on who is who. Unsuccessful salespeople in the luxury business are the ones doing this. Do not criticize and do not come to rapid conclusions. Rich people don't like to attract attention. They like to walk in public without being recognized. They might feel insulted and aggressive toward anyone who prejudged them because of their appearance. Hereby, I will state a personal experience I had when I was just 24 years old. I sold once a very expensive necklace to a lady that looked really poor. I misjudged her at the beginning and started to show her less expensive jewelry. She insisted to see if I could propose her a better choice. So then I decided to propose a necklace of around 20K in euros in today's money value. She said immediately, yes, I will take it. I was just standing there staring at her when she paid me because her bag was full of money, much more than the ones I managed finally to take. At that time, as I said, I was just 24 years old at the beginning of my career, and this experience was really a great lesson for later for me. I think we skipped here. Yeah. Be an opinion maker. Don't ever allow customers to make up their minds for your brand and yourself. Customers enjoy playing the mouse and cat game because they try to find a slide door while you serve them to aboard you as a qualified, skilled jeweler. Till the last minute, when you come to shake hands for closing a deal on a valuable, unique piece of jewelry, you must be alert. Even if they say loud repeatedly that they only trust you, don't take this compliment for granted. This is a way to make you relax and fall into a mistake during negotiating, which you will realize afterward too late to react. You have lost already the sale and you don't know it. Number 5, the 2-fingertip touch. Don't ever grab a jewel piece with all your fingers while showing it to a customer. Use only your 2 fingertips to hold your jewelry creations. This is really important serving valuable, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces. Do gentle movements and be elegant in the way you stand or walk. Train yourself carefully to body language. Shows respect to the jewel, consequently reflects back your respect for this precious moment of your customer. And of course, don't forget to wear always gloves too. Customer is always right. The customer is always right, even if you both know that he is not. This is the only right first reaction of a self-confident jewel person. A dissatisfied customer, in order to listen to your arguments, must initially feel secure that he is going to be justified by the other side of his problem. Never start in such a case to claim who you are and what your brand is standing for. Do not promote your firm and your position in the market at this moment. Please downgrade your image. Step in his shoes and become his voice, trying to solve peacefully the issue. Especially if at the same time there are other customers who tend to buy from your firm their expensive jewelry. In the end, you will find out that this disappointed initially customer is collaborating with you all the way and your brand for the best. And he will appreciate really your compassion for this. Number 7, invest in lifetime relations. Do not try to sell your diamonds and jewels. Stay calm, even if the customer in front of you is looking for your highest priced jewel piece of diamond. Make him feel that you are not rushing things. We are not in a hurry, and you don't care if he's going to buy from you. Certainly inside you, you struggle with yourself for this attitude. It's not easy to do it. Of course, we are excited about this one-time opportunity to be the salesperson of the year and get probably a great bonus if you achieve to close the deal. The 20 to 30 minutes rule to complete the sale. During this time period, you must close the deal. If it's going to last longer, then something is missing and the percentage to lose this customer increases. Be determined, don't show everything you have in your shop, just the pieces that fulfill his expectations. Implementing Adopic abduction. You take away from the tray the pieces he's not interested in. Leave out on your tray only 2 pieces, maximum 3, and force him nicely to select one of them. Focus. Close the deal. Don't let anyone interfere during your demonstration. Don't let any of your colleagues, associates, partners interfere during your demonstration. In only 1 second, this is what it will take, you might miss closing the deal just because a third party thought by expressing his opinion openly would help you to convince your customer faster. You might, though, ask your colleagues to confirm his choice at the end. That is really the best choice for him. Number 10, your serving area must be crystal clear. The customer's attention must not be abstracted by several other elements that have nothing to do with the one he's looking for. He must be oriented by you to focus only on the jewels or diamonds, gems you propose to him. The space of serving must be cleaned in general. Your trays must be well aligned with brand labels and pricing labels placed in one direction. So when you show a tray to him, he's not having a difficult time distinguishing the valuable jewelry from the promo material. Even if you don't realize it, this is a factor that builds trust. You show out an expert. Don't underestimate the third party, the advisor who escorts your customer into your boutique. This really can turn into a catastrophe. After you gained his trust, this person can really cause severe damage to all that you have achieved to build in these 20 minutes. Finally, you lose the sale. The customer leaves even more confused than what he was when he entered your shop, and nobody in the end is happy. Don't forget to remind several times your customer that you are the only expert consultant in the area to assist him. And at the end, of course, to address yourself to his friend, relative, for the final choice between the 2-3 pieces, since he or she is the one who knows better the aesthetic standards of the beloved person who will accept this magnificent jewelry creation. Number 12, never but never admit you have succeeded in the field. Never admit to yourself that you have succeeded in the high-end jewelry field. This would be the greatest mistake the majority is doing. The moment you compromise yourself that you are successful, you relax, slow down being alert, and your downgrading has already begun. A competitor somewhere out there is expecting you to do this mistake and take over your place. It will be too late when you will realize it. So, your worst competitor nowadays is the online luxury jewelry market. The jewelry industry is technology addicted. Millions of dollars or euros are invested in order for us to become technology gurus, and we forget really on a daily basis that we are the diamantaires, we are the jeweler experts. Nowadays, our inventories turn out to move mainly virtual, and we sell expensive jewelry online as well as in the shop. A really good salesperson has to chase technology progress on an everyday basis. Otherwise, he will be rejected by the system and will become an old-fashioned model whose customers already have stepped into the next level of buying online their luxury jewels. A jewel expert today has to play the ball in 2 fields at the same time though, physical and online. Number 14, be fair in pricing. Branding is the key to solving the security of what customers pay for unique jewelry. Customers cannot really evaluate what they pay for. The rarity of the time it took for research, design, and development of one-of-a-kind jewel piece is added to the value of its price. Certification, luxury packaging, uniqueness form the price of it. Good salespeople have the talent to explain all the above to their customers and help them understand why the jewel they like is priced so high. They make him feel appreciation because of all the above. Also, they offer many alternative options of payment gateways, so they drop the ball to the customer's field in order for him to decide on a flexible way of payment. There is no room for apologies when you sell in this level of luxury items. Luxury is limited. Luxury is expensive. For luxury, you admit you have to wait. Luxury is not for everyone. So dealing with such a potential customer means your word is solid as a diamond. No excuses, no mistakes, no apologies. Let's resume all the above. Be grateful if you become finally a successful diamond and fine jewelry consultant. A great salesperson in the diamond field is considered to be an asset for the brand, which is having the pleasure to have him or her in their team. There is more to analyze further, as I said at the beginning, of how to succeed in the high-end jewelry section. But for now, let's stop here. My belief is we all present here today are in love with diamonds and gems, fascinated by the creativity and luxury design world. So let's enjoy this unique profession, not meant to be for everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening. And now I think we pass over to our hosts to go on with your questions. Thank you.
Yes, Angelika. So now we can start the question and answer session.
Nice to hear you, Ashwin. So here we are. I think we had prepared a questionnaire. Are we going to go through this, or would you like to place your questions direct?
Yes. So our students would like to ask you questions.
Okay.
And after that, we can start a Mentimeter quiz, which will make things very interactive.
Okay, thank you. Who is first?
Yes.
Hi. Is the sound okay? Because I can't really hear the questions.
I want you to explain some of the points from the PPT.
Okay, I got it. Yes, I got it. So which point in particular, or would you like to go through all the points we have there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All the points all together.
All the points.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's do it like this. Our target group, okay, is not, it's a high demanded customer side target group. Jewelry, high-end jewelry especially, and expensive creations are addressed to people that they use jewelry as they buy also an expensive car or a yacht. So this kind of jewelry is acting for their status. So if we start to analyze what we mean by HNIs, high net worth individuals, we mean people that in liquid capital, they have at least $1 million, euros, whatever. And this is the asset you have to invest to gain. We have to focus to gain those people as a target group, not to sell our products to them. These people have this kind of characteristics, as you see here, the bullets. They buy jewelry because through jewelry, they can show out that they really achieved in their personal life. So this is what it means by being proud of their achievements. Of course, these people, they're normally stock market players, they are investors, they are businessmen, businesswomen, bureaucrats, as we said. So they know how to value each and every product. This means that the salesperson dealing with those people have to be really aware of the market. Don't show out their fullies, because this is the way they will find out if you are capable to be their consultant, their diamond or fine jewelry expert. They are very cautious, as we say, of what they choose. Don't believe that when they entered your shop, they came in without to know from before where they came. They know about your firm, your brand, but maybe they don't know you in person. And this is the challenge, because when they come in your boutique, they come mainly initially for your brand. Then, using the 10-second rule, we said, you actually have to gain their trust. If we go now about the social circles, these people buy jewelry as they buy, as we said, expensive cars also, because they move and they're in a lifestyle that it's different from an ordinary person. And so they demonstrate and they show out their success through your jewel piece. Of course, all the above is the result to come to the conclusion that these people are logical thinkers. These people are technocrats. They do not waste their time just for fun. They have done already a great research, as I said before. So they pay attention on the reputation of your brand, and so the name. And your word is what means a diamond contract for them, such a value on your word, because this is what they have to deal with. So they like to have only trustworthy people on the other side of the bench when they intend to do such a purchase. I think on my side, I don't know if you would like to ask more on this.
Yes, sir. I understood this point. I wanted to ask you another question, which is like you said only to use two fingers while you show your jewels to the customers. Why would you say that?
I tell you what, you have to be gentle, okay? You have to show out that this, what you serve, is expensive. And that's why you have to know the body language very well and to be aware of it. If you grab a jewel like a lemon, okay, with all your palm, this does not show out that you are really knowing with what you are dealing with, okay? You have to appreciate what is in front of you. It's a piece of art. It's a unique creation. Maybe it took about 2 years to be developed. So when you touch it, your movements have to be really gentle. And that's why you use your two fingertips. If it's a necklace, you hold it from the back where the clasp is. And you hold it on the other side with the help of your other hand, of the wrist of your other hand. You just touch it there. If it's a ring, you hold it with two fingertips at the bottom of the thumb or from the side of the thumb. The same is with a bangle. This will show out without even you both realize, customer or you, that you know with what you are dealing with. You are dealing with high-end fine jewelry and diamonds. This is not meant for everyone, okay? Only few people can deal with and succeed in this field. Next question, please.
Ma'am, what are the challenges you faced when you started your own company?
What are the challenges? Sorry, I missed the second part of the question.
What are the challenges you faced when you started your own company or a brand?
You can't imagine, a nightmare. And it was not so competitive times at that time. The first challenge, the biggest one, I really remember even today, it was that I was just very young. And although I had the knowledge, I was already a gemologist, I had my practice by Rupenthal. I had to convince people that they were older than me, that this teenager looking out there knows what she's doing, okay? So this was not easy. And imagine, in order for me to skip this problem, I will tell you a story, a short story. The first thing I did, it was that I ordered a Cartier pair of glasses, because this added immediately another 10 years in my age. So I was 24 and I was looking out 34. The very next day, I realized that this was a trick that really succeeded, because people took me more seriously. It could be that you have the knowledge. It could be that you are the best expert. You know gemology, you know matrix, you know rhinos, you know everything in jewelry. But if these high demanded customers we analyzed before, they see that you are very young, they think immediately they can manipulate you and they can take over the negotiation. Don't let them do it. And the second thing I remember it was that when one day I had a salesperson in my shop dealing with a customer, they couldn't find a point to close the deal because of the price. And the customer asked her to call her boss. The boss was me, and I was really young. When I came out, the customer said to the salesperson, "My lady, I asked for the boss, not for your colleague," okay? So keep in mind that if you are young when you start this business, you have to be patient, because this business, as I said in the PowerPoint, is paying back in long-term basis, not instantly. So you have to invest continuously on your education all the time, because you know gemology is research, and as a research is like alarm and alarm security and the robbers on the other side, okay? The most techniques improve out there about synthetics, or we deal today with lab-grown diamonds, okay? At my time, when I graduated, this was out of question. So you can never stop of educating yourself. You have to be alert. Alert is a secret word you have to really keep in mind through all your career. Next question, please.
I'm so glad that you shared all this information with me. So
I'm
informative.
so glad to speak to people that they are going to join the future of this business, really. Because
Thank
I
you.
was young like you when I started.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you really for joining me today and having you here. Thanks a lot, appreciate.
Yes, ma'am.
And wish you good luck in whatever you choose to do in the future.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Rugala.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Yeah, I'm
Hi.
Rugala. Yeah, well, so what's your opinion on the diamond industry, current diamond industry, like what's going on in the market now? And what is your opinion on that?
I like that question.
I mean, since when you started from 1986, you have started your own business. So from there to now, like what's your opinion and what's going on in current situation?
I think that in the diamond business, we are expecting to see even more that we can't imagine. And I'm talking about technologies implemented in the business. From the time we started, when I started many years ago, things were moving more simple. Customers were easier to trust you because they had no so much information out there. So easy to access to this information, and they were so not well educated when they came in.
Mm-hmm.
And you were the only one who was playing the role of selling diamonds. And also at that point, customers were satisfied with a small tray with 6 rings, solitaire rings, for instance. But now in our days, we provide them with more than 5,000 renders and designs of solitaire rings. And they finally ask you at the end, is this all? You don't have any more to show us? And even when they ask you their inquiries, what they are, they place their inquiries on the table, okay, and they ask for a diamond, you think inside you that, oh gee, I have to go through 1 million data virtual diamonds to find out what he's looking for. In the past, we used to have 5 diamonds, 10 diamonds, 100 diamonds, but that was it. Everybody was satisfied with. Now you have the diamonds in virtual inventory. So you have a huge inventory to manage yourself first for you, then to find out what the customer is looking for, then to fit in the price. And then there are the simulants. It's not only zirconia as it used to be, or FAC at that time, okay? Now we have lab grown, we have moissanite.
Yes, yes.
And technology is keeping going, and it will go on in the future too. So that's the main reason I said we have to be alert and educate ourselves all the time, continuously, never stop doing this. Diamonds are up and down. Last Christmas, it was really a successful year in the diamond industry. After many years, we finally thought that this is it. But have we ever considered that the money spent for the diamond jewelry this Christmas, last Christmas, was coming out maybe from the COVID-19 help money that the government split out there? And then started and began the war. And although things were booming up, prices suddenly freeze. And the only thing that really makes me feel better dealing with diamonds is that diamonds, after so many, let's say, crucial tests, like economic recession in Europe, and especially in Greece, where I'm located personally, COVID, they are moving much better than fine jewelry itself. And fine jewelry is moving great when diamonds are involving. So people like to buy diamonds, and I think diamonds will never stop to sell out there, but they are going to be sold in different kind, using different kind of tools. For instance, we are facing with cryptos. I think the next yappies we are looking for as our target group of customers are the people that they are dealing today with cryptos. And who is this target group? This target group is consisting by young people. They make easy profits out of the cryptos investment, and they would love really to exchange cryptos, valuable cryptos they have, with another asset. What could be? Diamonds or gold. But gold you cannot travel with, okay? But with diamonds you can travel with. And also with diamonds, you can buy it legally from everywhere on the globe. Yeah. While gold is not so easy. So for me, I think that there is great future in diamonds if we adjust ourselves in the technologies coming in.
Okay.
I hope I really fulfilled your expectations with this question. I really like that question. Thank you for placing it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Kashish. And I just wanted to ask you that I am planning to open my own boutique. So I wanted few tips from you, like how did
you would like to open your own boutique? Sorry, I missed it. You would like to open your own boutique, that's what you said, and then?
Yes. Yes, so I just wanted few tips from you as to how to build up in that, career.
Before you open your own boutique, you have to do a great research. A research on the location. A research to whom you are addressing your products, and to focus on your expertise on one field. Don't do a little bit of everything, okay? Don't have a little bit watches, a little bit jewelry, a little bit fashion jewelry for your gift collection, a little bit of rubies, a little bit of emeralds. Try to have an identity and work only this direction. Even if bad environment will be in between, trying to build this business to be successful and run successfully, don't skip your vision, okay? If you would like to become an expert on rubies from Madagascar, become an expert of rubies from Madagascar and focus on jewelry with rubies from Madagascar. It might be during the process that you will go down and up. This is normal. If you do not get to fail, you will never enjoy the success.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
One more question left, no?
I'm glad we have questions.
You can ask.
Yes?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Ma'am, can you explain the meaning of cautions of social circles?
Can you repeat please again? Sorry.
Sorry. Cautions of social circles.
Of social circles, yes. Usually, we can understand this maybe better if we go in the decade where the great lifestyle was out there. I mean the decade of 90s, before the millennium. Maybe you were too young at that time, but at this time, people were socializing in physical a lot, meaning that people that they are actually successful in their business or in their industry of what they are doing, they have, let's say, they're really cautious of being socializing well and be connected to target groups that they acknowledge their success, and at the same time they are the, let's say, the vehicle to move on to the next level. So it's about communication, the whole thing, okay? They socialize to each other, and normally these social circles supposed to be closed circles, closed communities. Your jewelry, the jewelry that you will manage to sell, it's going to be on the neck or on the finger of a circle when someone goes on a party or a reception, be invited by such a community, such a social circle. That's what we mean here. So it means that this is the best advertisement for your products. Because if you offered a great emerald, a fantastic in cut and polishing and shiny and saturation, everybody will admire this ring in this particular event. So people are using our products to get impression. That's why we say that those people are working already in these social circles for our benefit. The only thing we have to do is to enter through our customer in this circle, because after we get referrals from for a trusted customer we have gained, we're having to expect that he's going to say a few good words for us to another 50 at least people that we care to have them as our future customers. I like, though, may I say something here? From all the speech, I see that you are already, it seems to me that you are already alert. Why? Because from all the 20 templates, I think that speech had to present today to you, you really paid attention to whom you are dealing with. So this is really promising because you are alert already. So you might succeed. Yes, it's a great potentiality, a great percentage out there, because these are the right questions. The rest is coming through the journey. When you take the journey, you will find out your way how to be positioned in your business. So, Ashwin, are we having any more questions?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay, so before you start your own business in 1986, so I mean, like, I don't know, like, how long you have worked and gained your experience in that. So I just want to know, like, how did you got to know
About the business.
how did you got to know the market's like and their dislike about it, and then how did you start your
Yeah, this is really a great question. Thank you for placing it. And it was a leak in my intro. My grandfather was a watchmaker, and my parents were doctors, nothing to do with the business, okay? So my grandfather told my parents that Angie, this is the way they call me, has to deal with diamonds. I don't know why, but this was his feeling. Maybe he had great intuition, which is important in this business. And so my mother at that time, because gemological institutes were not so popular, you know, we are talking about end of 80s. So they had to do a research in the Central Europe, because my parents studied medicine in Austria and in Switzerland. So they found out that in Oberstein, this gemological institute, and I was willing to go for pilot. Nothing to do with this business at all. But in the meantime, till my application to Lufthansa or Swissair was on hold, and I was expecting their admission or not admission, whatever. It was in between a summertime, and my mom said, okay, go and attend gemological courses. Don't spend and waste your time sitting here.
Okay.
When I entered and I applied in gemology, I found it so fascinating that I forgot about pilot and anything else, because I thought that it's like scuba diving, you know, it's a different world from the world other people feel. We see things under microscope that nobody else can, okay? Curved lines in a synthetic ruby is not for everyone. And no many people have the chance in their lifetime to go through a microscope and identify the origin of a Colombian emerald, okay? So it was so fascinating that I was thrilled. I was excited. And then after I did my practice in Rupental, I had to come back to Greece and find out what to do with this kind of profession nobody knows at that time.
Yeah.
I was like an UFO, like a UFO. I mean, everybody was, even I had a lot of struggling to convince people in the field that they were really experienced jewelers, that gemology was an important specialty. Someone had to take course or be trained to deal with gems. And they were laughing at me in the beginning because I was, as I said, very young. Okay, I was 23, 24 years old. So I had to convince them that, okay, guys, experience is great, but if it's based on wrong features, it can be catastrophe because you take your customers with you in a wrong way. So the way I was thinking to go abroad again, if I can recall well, I was proposed by Gole Bouchel. It was a great gem company located in Lausanne to work for them as gemologist. But at the same time, in Greece, it was a big name in the jewelry, nothing to do with gems at that time. And even today, this big name, the name is Zolotas Jewelry. Maybe you have heard it. They were interested in my training because I was, as I said, a UFO for the Greek market. So they were willing to risk with me and point me as their representative for North Greece. So I had a good name next to me, a big name that made my life easier and accelerated what I had to gain during this journey. For instance, what the previous student, I think, asked, these social circles were already built out there. I had only to fit in those social circles, so I managed to convince them. And this was the easy part for me because I was well trained. So you have to have a mentor. Yeah, and normally what you study in the institute, okay, either it's design or it's gemology, this is the bicycle, okay? Then you have to have a practice experience next to people, they are fascinated of this business because they will direct you the right way.
Yeah.
There is a gap after you get out of the protection and the feathers of the institute. You are getting your train not to misjudge which track you have to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have to make a study, do your homework before you graduate, okay? You have to know what's your next step. Don't wait to graduate to find the next step. You will miss the in-between.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this is the answer, at least part of it, because it's a huge question. And this is the 1 million question, you know?
Thank you, Angelika, for patiently answering these questions.
Thank you, Ashwin, for having me here. And I hope I fulfilled the expectations of your students.
Of course. And we will start a Mentimeter quiz
Okay.
and also a surprise gift for students.
And also, sorry, I missed
A
that.
surprise gift for students.
Okay, that's great.
Everyone ready?
Yes, Angelika. So we are going to begin this Mentimeter quiz. And
Okay.
it is said that the faster fingers gets the maximum points. This images that you see, They are all the students who are going to answer questions that you have made of today's session.
Okay.